Gyökeres completes Singapore medical as Berta clinches €80 million deal, Arsenal's new era takes flight. Victor Gyökeres has officially completed his Arsenal medical in Singapore, marking the final step in one of the most dramatic transfers of the summer. The Swedish striker, who flew in overnight after final contract details were signed off in Lisbon, arrived at Arsenal's Asia training camp to complete tests under the club's medical team, leaving observers stunned with his condition. This wasn't just routine, it was a statement of intent. Andrea Berta, the newly appointed sporting director, has been the quiet architect behind this €80 million move. He flew to Lisbon days ago to iron out the last financial details with Sporting CP, and sources say his presence accelerated the process considerably. Within 48 hours, all documents were finalized, and Gyökeres was on his way to Asia. That urgency shows just how high a priority he was for Arsenal's leadership. At the training facility in Singapore, the vibe was electric. Media teams camped out as Gyökeres arrived in Arsenal gear, shaking hands with staff and posing briefly for photographers before heading straight into the medical. Behind closed doors, the Swedish striker impressed not only with his physical condition but also with his professionalism despite the travel fatigue. Arsenal's team doctor reportedly called his fitness exceptional. Berta was spotted on site during the process, maintaining a low profile but clearly pleased with how seamlessly the final stage unfolded. His role in executing this move, especially after the failed pursuit of other high-profile targets, is being praised inside the Emirates. For Arsenal, who've long been accused of dragging their feet in the market, this swift and aggressive acquisition sends a different message. Mikel Arteta, who remained tight-lipped about the deal during previous press sessions, finally broke his silence with a grin. He's the kind of forward who gives us something different: aggression, hunger, and goals. We welcome him with open arms. That brief comment ignited fans across social media, many of whom believe Gyökeres could be the physical, ruthless number 9 Arsenal has been crying out for. The timing of the signing couldn't be more strategic. With Gabriel Jesus battling ongoing fitness concerns and Kai Havertz still inconsistent in front of goal, the arrival of Gyökeres reshapes the front line entirely. His finishing ability, hold-up play, and sheer presence bring a new dimension to Arsenal's attacking patterns and allow Arteta greater tactical flexibility heading into the new season. Training staff were reportedly shocked at how quickly Gyökeres adapted in his light session following the medical. Despite jet lag, the forward immediately joined in with running drills and a short shooting circuit. His confidence was apparent, with one insider noting, "He walked in like he already belonged here." For fans, this is exactly the energy they hoped their marquee signing would bring. Outside the training ground, a handful of Arsenal fans in Singapore got a first glimpse of their new striker. Though tightly managed by security, Gyökeres gave a brief wave and even signed a couple of shirts on his way out. It was a glimpse into what promises to be a high-profile debut when the team takes to the pitch later this week. Edu Gasper's departure left questions about Arsenal's transfer direction, but Berta's handling of the Gyökeres deal has already put many of those doubts to rest. The execution of the transfer from negotiation to medical was efficient and drama-free, a far cry from the sagas of years past. For Arsenal fans, it's a breath of fresh air. As Gyökeres settles into the rhythm of Arsenal's pre-season, attention now turns to how quickly he can integrate into Arteta's high-press system. Given his reputation for work rate and physicality, the transition may be smoother than many expect. Still, the Premier League is a different beast and expectations are sky high. Arsenal's social media team wasted no time in announcing his arrival with slick videos and behind-the-scenes footage from the medical. The caption read simply, "He's here. He's ready." Within minutes, it was trending across multiple platforms. The Gyökeres era has officially begun, and Arsenal fans around the world are locked in. From Berta's backroom brilliance to the striker's sharp arrival, this transfer was Arsenal at their most efficient, most ambitious, and perhaps most dangerous. As the rest of Europe watches in anticipation, one thing is clear: Victor Gyökeres is not just a signing. He is a warning shot.